Another database, or I should say a place for uh, storing the data related to post-marketing requirements, is on this page. This is a database not as elaborated as again drugs at the FDA, but this is a database that allows us obviously to look into again any commitment that was needed for a drug to stay on the market. So here we talk about commitments. When FDA approves your drug, you go to the market, but there is a condition, and the condition is that you do some studies or some preclinical studies in order to test further the safety or efficacy of your product. And here we talk about commitment, where you have weeks, months, or years to go over those studies. You may have ongoing studies where you can now send regular, I would say, annually or biannually reports to FDA. And this is how you're going to, of course, look into, again, how to stay in compliance with regulations. So if you would like to do some search, we can look into again the database. So I just wrote here, for the post-market requirements and commitments, I would like to know what my competitor Pfizer is doing, how it's doing. Okay, so here I can choose the name, the product, or maybe I would like to have all of the products. I look at the NDA, which is new drug application, and ANDA, this is for generic drugs, standing for abbreviated new drug application, or a biological licensing application number. You can put that. We also look into the requirements, all status. Are they pending, released, fulfilled, ongoing? We can also search for these. And then required under, of course, which of these rules or regulations. And then we can also, again, search by the approval date of the drug. What is again interesting is that it allows us as a company to look into what are the information available on the FDA website related to the post-market requirements and commitments. However, this is also helping us to look into our competitors. Again, this is for regulatory intelligence, looking into what others are doing. It allows us, by looking into the commitments for our competitors' drugs, to look into how we are going to build a strategy for our own drug, the one that we are working on, or the one that we are having on the market. Because we see that if, for example, our competitor is now working on several clinical trials that will allow the company to show to the market that their product is safer, then we cannot compete with them. So we will need also to go over similar studies, maybe exact studies, but just changing the drug with our drug, and then to be ready for showing to the market that our product is as safe as their product, or even safer. So you see, we use the databases, and there are several uses for that. Now, if I just look into Pfizer and I click on the search button, I will see that I do have 21 commitments. So when I'm going to read this one, this is applicant, okay, then the product is which the name is here, what's the NDA or BLA number, then annual report. Why annual report? That's because this is an ongoing study. Again, this is to establish a worldwide pregnancy surveillance study in women exposed to this drug and during pregnancy to assess the risks of pregnancy complications and adverse effects. Very interesting and very sensitive topic because we are dealing with pregnant population. But as you see, this is one of the study commitments. So the company, in order to keep the drug on the market, they need to have a study to see if there is any pregnant person taking the drug. Now, on purpose or accidentally, it depends, but as a prescription here, this is what I see. In this case, we will have to report it to FDA, and then to have a summary study report at the end of each year. And we send the summary as a requirement for the post-market requirements and commitments. We send it to FDA. Now you may also look into, again, another study. Okay, this one is another one. No, it's the same. Establish, this is again worldwide pregnancy. Okay, this is the second one, very similar. You have deferred pediatric study under PREA for treatment of sedation of non-intubated patients. Okay, again, this is another product by Pfizer. We have the product, the NDA number, the approval, and here we see that the status is fulfilled. So this requirement was a commitment set as a condition for Pfizer to market their drug, Hospira. Okay, no, sorry, Precedex. And then what they did is that they went on the market and they did the study within a specific time frame in order to fulfill again the request from FDA for this commitment. Now you can always continue with other pages. You can always continue with other products as well. Again, this is a very interesting and useful database to look into the study commitments, to look into the status for us, what FDA knows about us. We don't need to call them anymore to say, what do you know about us? Did we update everything? No, we have to have everything up to date. This is a way to verify, again, that we are up to date with FDA. The other use is, again, with our competitors. Very, very useful database.